Salam. My name is Sheikh Abu Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al-Masjid Sharia Law, a non-profit religious organization operating in the state of Rhode Island, USA. I've been coming to you, and a lot of you have been feeling that I've been putting you down. I'm not putting down Islam. I'm saying that quite a large amount of us are not following the deen the way we should be following it, or the way Allah tells us to follow it. We're doing it our way, which to me and other brothers like myself are saying, doing it our way is like Allah is serving us and we're not serving Him. Our job is to serve Allah, not for Him to serve us. One of the things I'm going to talk about on there today, or tonight, whenever you're looking at it, is what's happening to our deen. It's not what's happening to our deen. It's what we are doing to our deen. And what's happening to us in the deen. We all got a feeling that things are happening to us, that we being mistreated and all that. And a great deal of this mistreatment is warranted because of our own actions and deeds. Put this on ourselves. If we look into the mirror, a great deal of us will see that we're the fault of the problems that we have coming to us now in Islam. It's not Islam doing this to us. It's what we're doing, the not doing or not doing in Islam that brings this all down on us. A week ago, maybe less than that, there was some action going on in Egypt, Syria, a lot of countries that's Muslim. And I'm not talking about India and all these other places. I'm talking about happening in Saudi Arabia, in Kuwait, and in many places around the world that predominantly Muslims live in. I want you to explain something to me, those of you that's learned or not learned. Can you show me in Quran and Hadith, excuse me, excuse me, where it is right and acceptable to rape a woman? Literally rape a woman. Where 5 people in a crowd of Muslims, or those that call themselves Muslims, will snatch a woman and pull her into an alley and literally throw her on the ground and begin to rape her. To have a chain on a group of brothers or a group of people, men, a group of men, turn around and take her possessions away from her and rape her and pull her clothes off of her and rape her and throw her around the street and misuse her. Show me in the Quran and Hadith where any Muslim or mu'min or jihadists or whatever you might call yourselves have the right to do this. I don't remember seeing that. I don't remember hearing it, and I listen to the Quran quite a bit. And I don't remember hearing that in the Quran, where Allah gives us the permission to rape someone, to rape a woman, to literally take from her virginhood or whatever, and rape her. Well, that went on in Syria. That happened in Egypt, several times in Egypt. And a newspaper man or woman asked the people that was doing it, or asked somebody that seen it done, why did it happen? You know what the answer was? Well, she deserved it because she had on tight clothes. And she wasn't dressed in garments. She was dressed in tight clothes. And was not looking like a Muslim. So I guess it's all right now that you see a woman walking down the street that prostrated her deed with the clothing she's wearing, that rejected the law's teachings and way of dressing, have the right to be, was asking for to be raped, and deserved to be raped because that's the way she was looking. That's pretty deep for a brother to say that and call himself a Muslim and line up for prayer when the thorn is called. And what bothers me more than the brothers doing that, because Allah already justified it, already said something about that. He said when a brother commits a crime at that time, of that way, in that fashion, at that act, he's no longer a Muslim. He's no longer obedient and accept the law. He's no longer recognizing the teachings of Islam. But what knocks me out and make me say, wow, it's pretty deep, is when thousands of Muslims are standing around in that same area, seeing these 4 brothers, the 4 men, snatch this woman, snatch this mother of some child or more children, this wife of somebody, and snatch her and drag her into an alley or throw her down on the ground, while they all standing around seeing this and literally rape her. And call themselves Muslims? I can't understand how this group of people stood there and stood by while these 4 people literally tore somebody's clothes off and raped them in front of them, and they did nothing. Nothing at all to stop them. Oh. Nothing at all to stop them. I can't understand that. Bismillah. I cannot accept that. When Allah said, and the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, Alhamdulillah, be happy. Alhamdulillah. That when you see your brother doing something wrong, what do you do? You may say, what do we do? O Messenger of Allah. He said, you tell him, stop. Tell him not to do it. Talk to him. Say, yeah, okay. What happens when he don't? And he keep on doing it. So you tell him again, stop. Don't do that kind of stuff. And he say, oh, yeah, do it, Allah. What happens if he don't do it then? What do we do then? He said, at that time, you take him by the hand and you pull him away from it. You take him by the hand and you pull him away from it. That's what you do. Alhamdulillah. So, this is what we're supposed to do. Grab our brothers, literally grab our brothers, and stop them from doing this. There's nowhere in the world 10,000 people can stand around talking about the wrong some man is doing that's supposed to be president of a country, and stand there and let 4 individuals, a group of 4 people, literally rape a woman, a defenseless woman. And I don't care what she was dressed in. They had no right to do that. And it was very ridiculous for them to tell somebody the reason why they did it, or justify their actions. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about. We are supposed to take our brothers by the hand and stop them from doing wrong. We're supposed to come between our brothers that's fighting each other and stop them from fighting each other. These are the rules and regulations that Allah laid down to us. It comes underneath the Sharia of Allah. And we're not doing anything about it. And then we're doing things like when these non-believers turn around and say something about Islam, instead of us standing up and fighting him or her with the weapons they fighting us with, we turn around and march down the street hollering Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And we turn over cars and trucks and breaking windows and doing all other kind of things. And even killed 20 or 30 people got killed behind some of the stuff that was said to us. And these 30 or 40 people were Muslims. I don't understand that. And it's happening more and more every day. I looked at a thing on Smithsonian, the library, the Smithsonian Library, And they had the Bin Laden story on again, justifying the movements they made against him and his people, or his soldiers. And then he's supposed to have bombing the embassies. And 200 and something people died out there in Kenya. Behind his actions and deeds. And those 200 and something people were all Muslims. All Muslim men and women and children. Men, women, and children. And we keep doing this kind of stuff. And we act like we right. We keep blowing up women and children. All the things that the law told us not to do, we doing it. And we call ourselves jihadists. Well, these people have done more damage to Islam and the reputation of Islam than any group have done to Islam in the last 1,400 years. They have destroyed the picture of Islam with their actions and deeds. We have destroyed the picture of Islam with our actions and deeds, and have turned many people away from accepting Islam, and now and in the future. And the devil has planted these ideas of what we're capable of doing in the minds of people. For years have been doing that. But many people have been saying that's not true. They're not like that. Now, one or two brothers, or one or five, or 500, or 1,000, or 2,000, or 10,000, have turned around and made the people feel like this is the way we are. By killing women and children. Now, I don't know about you, but there's a few countries today. Let me explain something to you. I don't go along with the spreading of homosexuality. And I don't go along with men marrying men and women marrying women. But what I read in the Quran and the Hadiths about how to treat a homosexual, or the wives of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu as examples if they did something wrong. If they slept together in the bed and had sex together in the bed. I thought you put them away in the house and lock them up if you catch them. If you catch them in the act of doing this. I don't know where in Islam, during the days of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu that it was written in the Hadith or the Quran that you hang them up and hang them. Or you take them out in the street and shoot them. Or you kill both of them in the street by hanging them. I was always under the opinion, by what I read in the Hadiths, that any crime that we do, we chastise people for, it must be evidence of them doing it. They must be caught in the act of doing it. You just can't walk down the street and say, there's two homos, let's lock them up and kill them. That, I didn't see that in Quran and Hadith. And what was told to the Prophet Muhammad, alayhi salam, is that if he caught the women in bed doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing, he's supposed to lock both of them up in the house until a law came about to release them. And they repent their sins and show signs of that repentance. And he released them. That if they go back to that after they release from that, and they go back into that and be caught in a sexual act again, one of them was supposed to be executed. One of them was supposed to be executed. So, I think we got to watch ourselves in the laws that we're making out here. The so-called fatwa. When there's already a law that's in existence by the law. And the only one got that permission to change something that was not, that's in the Quran, is no longer with us physically. And that's the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So from the time it was completed to now, we're supposed to leave the Quran alone as it is. And only press the laws that Allah has given us to press. Not add some laws into the Islam and take some out. Because I believe it's just as unjust to put some in as it is to put some in as it is to take some out. Both of them to me. and bosom to brothers is a violation of the Islamic law. So I believe that we must turn around and begin to watch ourselves, watch our deen. It's time for us to go ahead and do our deen the way Allah said to do it. We having problems because we're not following our deen. We're not being obedient to what Allah said to be obedient to. Bismillah. That's good. Alhamdulillah. We're not being obedient to what Allah says to be obedient to. Where do you see these rights that we have that we taken? I have many shows on the internet that talk about economics, development, all these different things, Muslim community, putting together community, towns and stuff that we can open up. All Islamically. All Islamic. Not as anything other than Muslims. And that, I believe, should be looked at. I believe you should look into look at some of these programs here and study them. We must separate ourselves from the people that we live among. I don't say we should go on some big hill and live on this big hill. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that economically, we should provide for our own people. We should feed our own people. We should clothe our own people. We should develop things for our own people. We should open up a foundation that will help our people all around the world. Open up economic development corporations in every masjid that's on this planet, around the world. And we should have a system of communications that goes around the world to every masjid. I will continue that in a little while. Hold on. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta wa maghdubi alayhim wa lad-dallin. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.